having to get the ironing done.
Well, he's like this. He's like, right. How's it going?
No bad, big man, you.
Ah, no bad, man, no bad.
Did you see the result today from Mr. Hamza's brother-in-law?
No, I've been flat out at work, man.
All right, so just to fill you in, got cleared of all charges of extortion and drugs.
But
guess what?
What?
Lady Drummond, the judge, is now going to appear on Monday as a witness for the prosecution.
Fucking hell.
It looks like the cunt's turned and just become a grass.
That's mental, eh?
Aye. So he's obviously done his arse and thought, do you know what? I'm the one to see the inside a jail cell, so I'll turn grass.
Yeah.
Cut a deal.
He's fucking Rennie's running late.
As always.
I was just a way to say it.
You know what I mean? Standard practice for him.
He's in the fucking comments. He's in the comments, man.
Looks who he is. He's brutal, isn't he?
Is that pinned?
Maybe this shows beneath him now that he's starting up his own YouTube podcast. You know what I mean? He thinks, well, this one's beneath you now. Do you know what I mean? I'm too famous to appear on.
Put a comment in, Stephen. Put a comment in, and I'll pin it. I'll get rid of that, you know.
It was him that sent the StreamYard in the group chat.
Aye, because I'm on the phone that the WhatsApp's on. There, no, it's on the other phone. I cannot fucking get it off of Facebook to. It lets you send it to Facebook. Well, I've got Facebook on this phone, but no WhatsApp because I'll lose all my videos.
Have you seen what the Poles have done to young Connor down in Falkirk?
In this room now. If it's sorry?
Have you seen what the Poles have done to young Connor down in Falkirk?
No.
Stitched him right up.
Oh.
Well, basically, he's been. I don't know the full ins and outs, but his bail conditions is that he's not to go near. They've listed hundreds of streets, and basically all the streets are where all the hotels are.
Aye, Connor's band.
Aye, that's ridiculous, man.
Oh, sake,
man. You know, this is the problem, right? I mean, young Connor's got a good movement in there. In Falkirk. There's always good numbers turn up at Falkirk.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
They're always the same faces. I mean, every time I've been down, you know the people that are there because they're there every Wednesday and every Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this is them just trying to shut them down again.
It won't happen though.
No. Well, I'm kind of hoping that somebody else, if young Connor has to take a step back, somebody else needs to pick up that baton.
Serious, Jordan. If you don't like what you're hearing or you can't understand what you're hearing, just move on.
What's that?
Some guy. Someone translate from Drivel. Hello from India. I'm
touching myself.
Fucking goon.
You can block all these arseholes.
You fucking they'll be getting blocked. Fucking idiots.
You can remove their comments and block them if that's what's. You know what I mean?
Fucking bellend, fucking banned.
There you go.
Right, where's your? Oh, fucking move these comments. I'm gonna ban them.
Cake gets that a lot in his live as well, mate. Not
There's no point in coming in. You just get banned. You just get banned. It's the point.
Aye.
Goon sitting in the fucking basement, fucking touching yourself.
10th of January. It's only a month away.
Aye, near long, man.
And we'll get up there if he's picked out the spot yet.
Yeah.
Have you picked it?
Okay, hit fucking wait till Stephen gets in. He's still got a basket of ironing to do.
Have you still got that?
Aye.
Oh,
Hello,
there's
here for
another
a
one.
check.
Why do you hate India? Matt Karova, block that, Tadger.
Mark, how you doing, mate?
Hi, Sir Chick. How you doing, pal?
You going anywhere this weekend, Kev?
I'm not sure yet. There's a couple of options. I will obviously be out at one of them. I'm not sure what ones to turn up at yet. But obviously I'm more looking forward to seeing you guys again, turning up and doing the right thing again in front of the army, but another army barracks.
Aye, yep.
I've no doubt I'll not be long before the stand up to racism mob pick up on it and they end up putting advertisements out to come and counter us, which
Aye,
is
but
under practice.
just let me say one thing. Just let me say one thing, right? If ever you hear on anything or you hear for anybody, nothing will ever be cancelled that we organise there. So always attempt to not listen to bullshit. It's just lefty behaviour.
Yeah, you need to do it so you can turn your camera room.
Oh, you're in?
Aye, I've only got half a fucking screen. How'd you turn the camera room? Stevie, sort that out.
All right, only half a screen. We only need half
Aye,
a
well,
screen for you.
mine's is the same, man. How do you do that?
I don't know, but I do fit in.
Eh?
Mind to get that CP lens into the group chat.
No, mine's is just on you. What the heck?
It's the right wing British only.
What's that? Well, wait a minute here. What's going on here? Is this the Stephen Rainey podcast?
What have you done?
I know, what are you doing? There you go. I know, Stevie boy, you're showing this boy's come in there and just took over. He's 45 minutes late. You know what I mean?
Big
And then
up,
he
but
comes in and
fast
does
loyal.
that.
Wait till you see us. Wait till
Aye.
you see us when I stand up. Ho, ho, ho. You see it?
To be fair, the advertisement I seen for this was 8 o'clock starting.
No, it wasn't. It was half
Aye,
7
it
and you
is.
know it does.
Aye, well, I already created a live. I didn't realise the time. I didn't notice the time. I thought it was just going the same time as last time.
It was you were the one that put in the group chat and advertised
Lobster.
it's 7:30,
How you doing, man?
and then you're rolling here at 8:15.
Lobster.
What time do you call this, man? Know what I mean?
I know. Never on time.
Right, never on time, man. Wasn't allowed to play there till he got his unicorn seat set up.
Fucking busy.
Aye, well, we know you're doing the housework. Know what I mean? I mean,
was actually, Bern was being told to tidy her room after a game of cheek.
that was a good point you brought up there, though, Stevie, about making sure that everybody knows that
Yeah.
the only people that cancel these protesters, you guys, don't be listening to anything out with that unless you put a poster up saying that it's been cancelled.
Regardless, it wouldn't be. Fucking no chance, man.
No, exactly.
Steve, send that Anthony an invite. He says you're going to put a link in the chat, but I can't send it for you to their phone.
Hold on a second.
Is Inverness got anything else planned?
Well, he's just a way to join, I think. He's just put a thing in a WhatsApp group.
Because that's actually got worse than what you actually think you originally found out, by the way.
What, the...
So Inverness, they're housing 300 into the barracks.
Yeah.
But for what I've just been told by a very reliable source that doesn't say anything without checking it out, the MOD handed back all the properties in that area back to the council. So all that estate could be housing migrants.
Well, I know there's definitely migrants in Inverness because that's some harassing women in the city centre now.
Right, okay.
So they're there somewhere just now.
Wow.
Seen quite a lot of them on when I was in Aberdeen the other day.
So Mark my words was just put in there. You guys see the day that apparently the owner of Inverurie Garden Centre.
No,
Aye.
it's not true, man.
It's not true. It's not true.
Is it not true?
The
No.
owner, the companies actually came out and said that the rumours about
Yeah, look,
the
it's
owner
it,
buying it.
first thing it loaded up.
Says it's completely untrue.
Wow.
He's not got to come out and make a public statement if it was happening. Like, he would have just kept quiet.
I don't know. I really
Well,
don't. To be honest with you, I think these people don't care any longer.
well, I'm sure the Aberdeen boys
Aye, Mark.
announced it like that they were going to go up and pay it a visit.
Well,
So
so it's saying on
owner maybe shot himself.
But
Oh
the
shit, not worth
AIM
it.
boys been up there like.
No, but somebody said that they put a post on about Inverness, and then the garden centre actually released a Facebook post saying that it was false and the rumours were
Right.
untrue.
Well, I mean, again though, it's worth watching. I mean, there's a lot of things that we didn't get told. That I've been going up and down to Falkirk, not to the cladding, but there's a building at the back. I took Steve. I think, was it Stevie that came with me?
Aye. Is that when we went up beside the river?
Aye.
Aye.
The one up the back of the right up the back of that industrial estate, straight next to a nursery. Stevie took a photo of it. That building has been converted into an HMO.
Aye. That's right. I've got a photo of that actually.
Aye.
Yeah.
Now, nobody in that area knows it. Well, I know Connor and that does now.
Is it open now? Like,
No, it's still getting refurbed. But we see when these places get indicated or highlighted or they get named, people need to keep an eye on them. Because it's not that just because we think that they're no publicly going to say it doesn't mean to say it's not true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You need to keep an eye on these places because up and down this country, we're not aware of what's happening. Do you know what I mean? We don't get told.
No.
It's only by chance that we come across it. So, I mean, the Inverness one is obviously it's no waiting ahead yet, but we need to keep piling that pressure on.
I was speaking to Anthony. He says you need to be looking at next weekend. Probably if you're going to get started, you need to go next weekend.
Oh, Inverness.
He phoned me. I think he phoned me yesterday, but I was flat out at work when I was trying to phone. And I says, this weekend. Obviously, it's too short notice, but I said you're probably best going for just rallying up this hell week and then going on Saturday or something. Saturday or Sunday.
I'll be up for that. Like,
Aye, but you need to keep the pressure on. We need to get that Lookers one needs to keep getting advertised.
aye.
That'll
And
be a
then we'll
big
get
one.
ourselves up there. Hopefully
See,
we'll get the ones that I'm wanting to speak to you about, guys, is next year. I'm not wanting to say too many in here,
No.
too much in here. But I've got an idea for you guys next year, which could possibly attract people, not just by Scotland, but get people to come up for England and places as well that we all know in X that they are a lot of supporting us as well. So I've got an idea for you for next year, which I'll run by you in a more kind of private setting as opposed to a public setting, and then leave that to you guys to get on with the job there. But we need to make sure that we get the numbers up to Lookers. Do you know what I mean? Because again, this is important. When
we've got plenty time to promote it.
Aye.
You know, but we need to be getting as much people into this kind of lives as possible Like, I mean, so we can make him aware that 100%, and just pass the word about that nothing would ever be cancelled. That doesn't matter if you hear when it be cancelled.
Oh, I posted that under the video on X.
Aye.
Aye.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, you guys are just starting out doing these YouTube channels and that, right? And all I'll say to you is don't be too disheartened at the beginning if you're not getting the audience.
Aye. I'm not bothered anyway. If people want to watch, they want to watch. If they don't,
no, but what I'm saying to you, mate, is it'll take time for to build this audience up. You'll get a bit more polished as time goes on too.
Aye. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it takes a wee bit of time.
Well, I was gonna write some topics doing that, but I just thought, okay, I'll just wing it again.
Aye, and listen, there's nothing wrong with winging it. But you might come up with a time where you'll put one of these things that'll be on a specific topic. You'll get maybe people will come in and you can invite people to come in and speak. Do you know what I mean?
Am I still on the screen? Aye.
What's that?
Am I still on the screen?
Nah, I can't see you.
I'm trying to change the layout. 2 seconds.
Ah, you're still there.
Bastard. I was trying to mark Fluffstar mod, but
Make mods in us, like.
do
you do mods in us while you're doing it?
No, I think you maybe, I don't know how you do it. Because I was definitely a few lefties in it to start, like, hey Kev.
Aye.
You got booted right to block.
You just thought the minute you see a crappy comment, just boot them and block it. You know what I mean?
That's what we need, man.
These people will just come to try and disrupt it all the time, mate. Do you know what I
mean?
Yeah. But as I say, we've got to keep an eye on other towns and cities. I mean, there's a lot happening across this country that people are unaware of. I mean, out Ayrshire way, there's hotels getting filled there too. You've got Glasgow, you've got Edinburgh, you've got everywhere.
Yeah.
So you've got to keep up on the ball with us, and then you've got to try and find people that are willing to stand up, and then what you do is support these people wherever you can.
Yeah, aye. Ayrshire will wake the fuck up. Peterhead needs to waken the fuck up as well.
The whole of Scotland does.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Can I just sit here and wait for something to go happen personally to you guys or whatever, you know? You need to come out here and start getting feet on the ground with us. Getting peaceful protest. That's what we're about. We're not about trouble.
The key word is peaceful.
That's it, mate. That's it.
I mean, we all know who the violent. We know who the violent people are, and it's the left. I mean, they celebrate the fact that people like young Bob are getting assaulted on the street.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Ayrshire chick sitting down there. I'm doing it myself. Well, Ayrshire chick, if you want, you need help, get in touch with these boys as well, and with myself, and we'll try and help you out as much as we can, because we're trying to raise that awareness. And it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter if we're not for that area, that town, or that region. The fact of the matter is, if it's in Scotland, it's about Scotland. So you're Scottish, and therefore that's what you need to do.
That's it, man. Where did you go?
I was putting my.
You forget to put the iron board away.
No, I put it. Shut up. Putting a comment in.
What is it? There's nothing there.
What's going on?
Or maybe they come up yet.
I just jumped in and posted the channel.
Have you got an X account? I can follow you guys.
Fuck, did I post it on the right end?
No, you've maybe went on a different one. Alabama Mark, I'm Stevie Dons FC. Kev is the Truth?
Aye.
The Truth, and Right Wing Brit. Just for is his name, well, apart from the end bit. But aye, that's it.
So, as I say, I'll get a wee chat with you in private. I've got something that could really spark something next year. I've got an idea. Bearing in mind that the importance of next year being between 2026. The good thing about it is quite an SNP stronghold down in West Lothian. In the by-election reform, won that by-election. That's always usually been quite an SNP stronghold. So I know it's only council elections, but is it looking like the tide may be turning? Because anybody that believes Anna Sarwar is in this for Scotland, you really need you're on the crack pipe. And John Swinney and SNP, they've had 18 years. They're even putting a post out today that the UK government should have done more to save Grangemouth. No, you should have done more to save Grangemouth. You had 18 years to save Grangemouth.
Yeah, man, that's it.
And bearing in mind, these people sided with the crackpot Greens.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So don't sit there and try and play it and gaslight the Scottish public that it was all UK government when it was you that's done it. You could have done it plenty to prevent that from happening. Absolute lunatics.
Gee, right wing Brits, he's about to start up a podcast. Yeah,
He's doing a podcast tonight.
I'll set on the pinned comments.
Is he doing a podcast tonight?
No, no, tonight.
You spoke to Craig about it. I was telling Craig about it today.
No, sent him someone earlier on. I can't remember what it was now. Sent him. I sent him. Oh, it's a belter of a video.
Did Kev tell you about fucking Connor?
Aye.
I was got to speak to you about Connor. You see, Connor's been making the fucking headlines again and stand up to racism.
But I tell you what, I feel sorry for that laddie.
He'd be gutted, man.
And do you know why? Right? So I was doing on Wednesday, and I spoke to a couple of his usual crowd, right?
Yeah,
and I'm going to do a bit of defending for Connor here, right? So there's a couple of people that he's told, and I know he's told them to stop turning up at his protest, and they keep turning up, right?
Yeah, man.
Now, on the back end of this, he's now been hit with, I don't know what the charges are, I'm not going to make any speculation, but his bail conditions are that he's not allowed to appear in, and honestly, you want to see the list of streets that he's not allowed to appear at.
That's a shame,
right?
like.
And now that is the bear in mind, Connor started that doing in Falkirk. It was him that got that moving. Now that means that the people at Falkirk that are down there, they're going to need to keep that going. They need to take that lead.
100%.
They can't just
100%,
they can't keep relying on one guy.
No,
I mean,
no,
you guys have got a group of guys, so if one of you gets hit, then the other one can pick up the baton.
That's why I read off a notepad, Kev. That's why I write in a notepad so I can what I'm going to say.
But at the same time, Tay, though, as I say to you up in Inverness, Tay, sometimes you're just better off speaking for the hurt, mate.
Yep. Well, I'm going to do at Luker's one.
I mean, I mean, look, I just get up, take the mic, and say what I've got to say.
Unless you want to go to Contour, Stephen.
What's that?
I'm back to
What?
2-6.
But did he say?
Not in here.
I don't know. He asked me something and then disappeared.
So, Lil Rue's down there saying we're going to keep it going. Good.
Aye, perfect. I mean, I did see that they posted a photo of Connor with a guy for Patriot Alternative. But it did say that Connor's repeatedly not to attend these protests.
I mean, Connor's been adamant with it. And I know, and I'll tell you right now, I know for a fact he's been adamant with it. Right? But the thing is, you can't control who turns up at your events.
Nah, that's the thing. There's nothing you can do.
No, exactly. Do you know what I mean? I mean, all you can do is on the day is sort of kind of police your event, and if there are a couple of lively characters there, then you've kind of got to go and have a wee kind of word with them in their ear. But I mean, look, the Falkirk people. I mean, you've got yourselves right that have always you kind of started this whole thing off with the kind of Aberdeen boys in August, back in August, and then moving it into Aberdeen. Then Falkirk picked up the baton with the consistency and the numbers. Now you've got like Dundee's jumped in it now, and then you've got Perth that's jumped in it. Now you've got Inverness is going to get going. And then hopefully we can start getting these movements across every region in Scotland. And what we need to do is there needs to be a bit better coordination. So, for instance, I mean, I'm saying this because I see Ayrshire Chicken here the night. Now, I've never seen many protests down in Ayrshire apart from one at Kilmarnock, right? But the people of Ayrshire should be promoting that. And then what they should do is everybody for the whole every movement should all pile down into Ayrshire, wherever that's going to be. And then everybody returns the favour up and down the country.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, well, I was actually got to give Perth boys a shout for Lookers.
Uh-huh.
But I left it too late because I went on. They've announced their next protest in Perth, which is 10th of January as well. So I
Well,
missed it
do
too
you
late.
know, do you still maybe reach out to them?
No, I think he's posted these things. I think they're kind of once they posted, then I like to cancel.
Okay. I mean,
But
it's still worth the point of asking.
I will give him a wee message like see they're saying because Perth one was good. It would be good to get back to now. So
Well, I've been to Perth twice now.
aye.
And I don't mind going back up there again. It's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours of a drive for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind that. I don't mind getting up and down the country to use guys. I mean, once the better weather gets in, there'll be no stopping me wherever there are. I'll be there.
Aye.
And I'm not trying to make myself out to be some sort of big shot because I'm not. I just want to be a part of these movements and a part of these protests.
The start of the show.
There's Lil Roo there. So following last Saturday's protest, I have now been accused of 2 Section 38 breach of the peace charges because of the strict conditions have been placed, including being banned. So that's what Connor's been put on. Now, how bullshit is that?
That's a joke. Like
so these
peace.
absolute crackpots can roll up everywhere they go, cause trouble.
That is bad.
And we're the ones that always face charges and bans. So there it said, I will not enter or seek to enter Kemper Avenue, which is where the cladding is, Arnott Street, Burnhead Lane, Fortuna Court, Finchley Avenue, Oswald Street, Elgin Place, East Bridge Street, or Westburn Drive, all Falkirk. Unbelievable.
Not like it's a megaphone either.
No, he's not like use a megaphone either.
Well, it happened in Aberdeen. A couple of Aberdeen guys were banned for hitting all protest sites. I know one of the guys who's in Aberdeen's been banned for using a megaphone or a microphone till 2027.
Wow.
So he was mental on that megaphone as well.
That's ridiculous, getting. I spoke to the police on Wednesday. I spoke to them for some time. And I actually said to him, I said, this thing, the way you chase and persecute young Connor is ridiculous. And he's like, what do you mean? I says, well, the guy stands in the streets of this hotel because he's got a care for his community. I says, but he's not allowed to turn up to these things because you guys keep chasing him. I says, that's not fair. I says, all you keep doing is shutting down the voices of every movement. I says, and again, that again is the fear. And this is why people on our side of the fence see two-tier policing.
Yeah.
I says, "What? Unless somebody from our side's running over there and smashing into the lefties or being racist over the mics or over the microphones, there should be no need for any police intervention at all." Now,
Nah.
if we're calling somebody a nonce, for instance, right, or a nonce protector, well, you've got to remember they're calling us racists and fascists, but it's just as bad.
Yeah.
So you can't be just arresting somebody because they shout over a megaphone some obscenities when these people are on the other side shouting the same obscenities back without
I know.
any
Definitely.
proof. It can't stop.
Aye, well, see,
100%.
if you see Connor, tell him that banned him by a megaphone, right? And he's not allowed on the actual protest site. There'll be nothing in his bail conditions that he can't make a phone call. Now, them guys, I mean, we did it in Aberdeen.
Aye, yeah.
So, if you get the guys that's got the PA system, right, just get Connor on a voice call over the speakers, and he can still these speeches, and he's in absolutely no breach of his bail.
Look, see the end of the day, right? And I'm going to say this again, right? Each and every single movement in Scotland has got the same merit, right? But the fact of the matter is you have to keep the optics clean, right?
Aye, definitely.
The you can if you're rolling up to these protests and you're the ones that are loud, you are lively, you are abusive, you are possibly even crossing over into violent, right? All you're going to do there is wreck whatever you're doing. You need to take a step back, right? Ignore the goons on the left and take care of the business that you've got in hand.
That's good coming for you.
I know it is. But I've not been as bad as in recent times. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I addressed them on the mic and up at Inverness. But I addressed them because they absolute crackpots decided to put a hit piece out on us all.
I know.
Right? And naming me as a violent racist when they've got absolutely no evidence to support that. I mean, that photo they put up about me, man, Jesus, I could use that as my Tinder profile. It was that fucking good, man, know what I mean? Fucking idiots, man. Look, there's nothing wrong with having a wee shout at the lefties, right? But for the best party, you've got to try and ignore them. And I know it's hard, right? Considering when they're standing in front of a hotel like the Claddon, like that Saturday, all dancing about in wee circles playing the gay Gordon. Do you know what I mean? Knowing fine well that two young lassies have fell victim to yet another illegal migrant for that hotel. That's despicable. Like, you guys rolled up into Elgin and were faced with a torrent of abuse for these absolute crackpots that know fine well that a 17-year-old lassie's life has been ruined because she was raped at the hand of an illegal migrant. It's not good enough.
No,
so I know it's hard, but you've got to think about what you're trying to achieve, right? And you need to try and keep these optics as clean as you possibly can.
I mean, that's why it's a bit murky waters when I go on trans rants.
Zero arrests, mate.
You've got to. It's hard. You need to kind of remember the words that you use, and if you're saying anything, then you need to back it up by fact or by law. It's very tricky to try and say one of the wrong words. Because as soon as you say that wrong word, boom, that's you.
And that's it. I mean, when you take to the mic at these things to say your piece, I mean, how hard is it to hold back and give them an absolute volley of abuse?
That's why I have to write it down now.
And you've got to remember, too, if you want to attract people to come to these things, right, and stand alongside you, take to the mics, and you know who I'm talking about without mentioning their names, right? if you're wanting these people to come to these events, to stand, take to mics and take part in the protest, you need to get that. You need to get that cleaner than what it actually is, because these people are crucifying us. I mean,
Aye.
any way you move your arm in that crowd, they try and capture it at the right time where it looks like a Nazi salute.
Yeah.
Any kind of facial expressions that look like you're growling or you're getting angry, that's straight all over the place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got to try your hardest. And look, when I first started going to these things, which was obviously my first one in Scotland was with you guys. I did find it difficult doing it at Aberdeen to kind of control my emotions. Because realistically, I just want to run around and give one of them a good slap. Do you know what I mean? But
Aye.
as times went
I feel
on,
body cams handy.
aye, but as times went on, I've
Did you not get?
realised that the best thing to do is just to make fools of them by speaking on the mic. And you
Yeah.
can make fools of them by doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Creator, who's that?
Fiona.
Is it?
Aye, I've just pinned her comment.
Is are you the same
Is that her
creator that's
Fiona?
on X?
Is that her Fiona?
Yeah.
Well,
I just
I never
messaged her
see,
because she sent me a number to send me a video because it's too long to send on Facebook. So
well, if
I
you
was
didn't
just,
mind getting a hold of that video so we can get that shared, because I'm telling you right now, that's got to be one of the best speeches I've seen at any of these events that I've been to up and down this country.
I've
That
made a video of Fiona, right? But yeah, I'm sorry for anybody who was interrupting your video.
Oh, I send it to me. I'll cut him. I've been waiting for that. If you send me Fiona's and send me Martin's,
Well,
I'll sort it so that you can't see him.
right you are. Right,
I
spot
mean,
on.
Fiona's speech, and I'm not just saying this, Fiona's speech has got to be one of the best ones I've seen yet at any of these events.
Aye, 100%. 100%.
That needs to be heard.
For the very first time, nailed it.
Aye. That needs to be heard. That needs to be shared. That's what you call a voice. That's what you call a speech.
Oh, no, that was epic. Like, I never expected that. Like,
No,
Not even that.
no. No.
The only thing I'm glad is she didn't give us a song.
that's because Stevie lost his singing voice.
Stevie lost his singing voice. Jesus. Can Stevie sing?
You're welcome, Fiona.
Oh. Ayrshire, is that the same one that follows me on X?
Who's that? Aye, it will be Ayrshire Chick, aye.
Is it my Ayrshire mum or something on X or something?
No, I think it's the same. The handle's the same on this as it is on X as well. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. Oh,
There
it
you go.
is, aye.
Aye.
Oh, okay, nice one.
So next year, big boys, Peterhead United and every other movement in this country needs to make it loud next year. I've got an idea to run by you and then leave you guys to get on with it and see what you think. But next year, Scotland needs to find its voices, and we need to be loud and proud next year.
Yeah, man.
Because we can't afford to run into this 2026 election. I know you guys have got a cracker up in Peterhead in April, where we're going to be graced with a number of good people. The president's coming up for England. I know Advance UK is going to come up and have a wee chat to the people of Scotland, which could obviously prompt them to have something to look forward to for 2029.
Yeah, Joanne.
I was actually speaking to a boy for Advance UK on X who messaged me at the blue one day.
Uh-huh.
I told him that Sarah White's possibly coming up, and YC is possibly coming up as well for April. So I think he's got to be looking out for it as well. So again, the invite will be sent out to the local candidate for reform. Whether they accept it or nay, it's a different story. But I want to have a reform candidate there, advanced candidates there. Obviously, the leader of the SDP, Big Craig Houston, he'll be there. And a few more people coming as well. Just it needs to be, everybody needs to be encouraged to get off their arse and May, and vote or way out of this problem, because 10 protests a week up and down the country isn't going to solve it. It helps, but it doesn't solve a problem. We can only get out of this by voting our way. And for everybody that sits there every single time, I'm not voting for him. My vote doesn't matter. It's only one vote. It's not going to make a difference. Of course it does.
Well, I mean, if you look at 2021, so Scotland's got a voting demographic of just over 4 million. 62% of that turned out in 2021. So there's a lot of disillusioned voters out there. So that 38% is the ones that you're targeting on the run up to May next year. But you've got to try and enthuse people. I mean, I talk to mates that are known any of these social media platforms, and I've no doubt that everybody sitting here tonight knows people that they don't vote because they feel like that they've not got anybody to feel like they can trust. But you've got to have these uncomfortable conversations with these people, try and get them educated enough to understand that just how critical this voting May is going to be. Now, at the end of the day, people will vote for who they vote for, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell people who they should and shouldn't vote for. Well, apart from I would tell you, don't be voting for the SNP or Labour because you're an absolute crackpot if you vote for any of they two. But if you're wanting proper change, that the options are going to be there for you. Do you know what I mean? You could possibly look. Bear in mind, you get 2 votes, so use them wisely. And you know, as a Scotsman, which we've always been kind of brought up to hate, you've got to look at Scottish Tories as well. Do you know what I mean? No, I know the Greens, Joanne.
Well,
I know which has been, but I mean, there are 4 parties in that building. We shouldn't even be looking at voting. Lib Dem, the Greens, the SNP, and Labour. But if you want a proper change in this country, and you want somebody in there that's going to use the devolved powers that's been given to them correctly for a change, then you're going to need to put somebody in there it's going to make a difference. Right now, we've not got that. We've got people that's abused it since we got devolved power. I think it was 1998. Do you know what I mean? We're 27 years into this absolute lunacy in Scotland. And we need to try and get Scotland back on the map a bit. Our kids are getting ignored up and down this country. The youth are getting indoctrinated at schools. We need to change that narrative. These kids shouldn't be getting taught what they're getting taught at school. They should be taught and how proud they should be of their Scottish and their British heritage. Their great grandparents that gave them the freedoms that they currently got. So we need to make sure that we get into this next year. We'll start off in Lookers as you guys there, but as I say, I've got something to run by you, and then hopefully we can get battered into it next year.
That Glasgow one in March as well. We need to try and possibly, don't know. We need to. There's a big one in Edinburgh on the 28th of March. That is Alistair McConaughey. He's got a big one there again. So,
well, what you need to do is there's nothing wrong with putting two in the month of March, one in Glasgow, one and then following into Edinburgh for the Alistair McConaughey one. Not to say that we can't attend both.
I mean, I'd try to say because he did invite me to speak, but I said we'd need to sort stuff out because obviously we had kind of planned the Glasgow one the same day. Obviously, nothing set in stone in the Glasgow one, but I said I'll need to discuss it with the rest of the team first, obviously, and see what everybody feels about it. Like, so.
Well, you can work with Alistair. You can put the Glasgow one on the start of March, and then give the people a run up to the Edinburgh one at the end of March. You know what I mean? It's our two major cities, so
Edinburgh's protested in regularly now, or it has been this year. Maybe not as regular as everywhere else, but it's still been done regularly. Glasgow's now. Glasgow needs to be done, and it needs to be continued. But I think that's maybe sounding a bit more like a plan if we move it forward to the start of March, maybe.
Sounds like a plan. I think that's a great idea, mate. And then that gives people two major cities. You can cover both of the two major cities in 1 month.
Aye.
And that's what it's all about. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, because I mean, Alistair does like to promote the ones that we've got coming up in our hands. So, I think it would maybe be pretty decent if we moved ours that they've got no planning yet in order to accommodate them.
I'll be back. 2 minutes. We'll be back now. Mate, don't snoring, man.
Aye, whose dog's that? Kev's dog that's snoring.
You that, aye?
Aye.
I thought I was hearing things there.
I'm not exactly fucking ladylike, are you? On the fucking arse off there, man. Aye, just you lie there like a fucking ornament.
Well, where's everybody else? Yeah, guess what Barry's doing tonight?
Homer. Aye, he's listening.
Hi, Barry. You hear me? Can you hear me?
For me? Or
Aye.
Barry? Aye, I can hear you, aye.
Barry's working on an HMO tonight.
Is he?
No for illegals.
Kev will always be on, man.
Aye, definitely. If we get...
Kev loves the microphone, man.
I don't know. Aye, 100%. VFDTRDFV. Jesus Christ. That's a mental name for a side. 100%. Everybody needs to vote Craig Houston in Glasgow. Everybody. You can see Hamza Yusuf shot it for Craig Houston. That's why he's now running next year. He didn't want to lose his seat to Craig Houston. It will be Glasgow's main priority. They need to get him in. If anybody will hold an MSP accountable for absolutely everything stupid that they say, it'll be Craig. 100%. Plus, you get 2 votes. You get your number 1 vote, and then you'll get your regional vote, which Craig will be running for. So everybody.
I just change sides.
I see little Ruse put something there. I'm in Falkirk, but I'm off Tuesdays. My night time is dedicated to taking our country back. Well, little Rue, any time you need any help, just give us a shout. I don't know if you're on X. If you're on X, give us a shout and let us know what your handle is, and we'll get you followed. I've been trying to encourage people that aren't on X to get on X, especially the Scottish people. And especially the active Scottish people that are up and down this country doing protests, because the more areas that are on that platform, then the more the word's going to get out there. I know we'll use other social media platforms, but you've got to try and cover every one of them if you're trying to be active. You know what I mean? Oh,
hard
it's,
work.
it's Ronnie. Oh, sorry, I know who Ronnie is. That's all right.
Fluffstar, I seen somebody, a small group of guys went and ripped down as many plasticine saltires as they could find, but I think they're going back up again. Can
Well,
them half and
the
half.
council took some of them down, took the ones down in Least Lock.
I did see somebody put some in. I did see a little short, a video of somebody firing a shitload of them in a bin.
I hope they're all in the bin.
But I know there's definitely one's gone back up. See, was Kneecap playing the other day?
I don't like him,
They
scumbag.
absolute rodents.
Fucking
Aye,
scumbag.
well, were they
Absolute
playing
scumbag.
last? Were they playing last weekend?
I don't care.
I think so, aye.
Because Stand Up to Racism in a few more organisations, lefties were in there flyering for other up and coming events.
Good. Just gives us more people to just name and shame.
Aye, it's mental. Like,
You know what I
I
mean?
think it was that crackpot can Jade, can Eckhouse.
Oh, Eckhouse, man, that's an absolute lunatic, man.
No, I don't care who it is.
Was it her?
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
mate.
It wasn't. I don't think it was her. It was. I seen the video she put on. Young Bob getting beamed.
Aye, that was her.
I'd say it was. Fucking idiot.
And yet she's the one that posted, oh, look at them being violent, look at the right being violent. But she puts up more examples of the left being violent. Absolute gremlin. So she is, man.
Right, see, if you think back, right? Because if I think back to the start as movements, the start of the protests, I've only ever seen what the hell's happening here.
I don't care if it was on there.
How come the three of us are squashed in the bottom? Aye, anyway, I've only seen one punch thrown out of countless protests we've had up in Scotland. Whereas
That better.
last
Aye.
No.
whereas last 6 months, I've seen one punch thrown. That's it.
And so that, I mean, I've been to protests in England and I've been to protests. I was sitting working out the other night because I was at poker last week with my pals, and I've worked it out that I reckon I've been to close to about 40 protests this year, and I've only seen one bit of violence, and it was one punch. That was it.
Aye, that's all I've seen. Like,
I'm
Same
not
here.
condoning it.
Up on
I'm not saying
Aberdeen.
that. I'm not saying that that's
the lefty guy.
Aye, I mean, I'm not saying I'm condoning that, but that's the only violence I've ever seen. But I've seen plenty for their side.
aye, yep.
So
Lefty maniacs. That's where half your arrests are.
But I just hope and pray that a certain movement in this country takes a wee bit of a step back for how the kind of current direction of travel they're going, and try and get themselves back to being that movement and that voice for that area. I'm not wanting to say out loud
Right, cool.
because I don't think they're bad guys, but they're really going down a bad road, and they're going to end up losing that movement from that area if they don't kind of take a step back for it.
Seems like it's, I don't know. It's starting to look more like a separatist movement.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like, I'll give you an example later on.
Aye, okay, mate.
But aye. So remember, that's the flag we're fighting for.
Aye, another one, Kay.
That red, white, and blue.
We've got the three flags of your nation up there. You know what I mean? The rampant lion, the salt iron, the Union Jack. They're the three flags that we're fighting for.
In fact, I'll need to swap that in.
You were meant to give me flags at that last outing.
Oh, I can. I was meant to give you flags, and you went away with Craig cigars.
I know. I've not even told him yet. I burst the arse out of one of them. Like, you know what I mean?
Did you get a cutter?
I just took a knife to the end of it.
Fuck's sake. What I'll do is I'll send you a cutter, dude, and I'll send you a tin. Will you see Craig before Christmas?
Who's Ken? I don't know. I mean, I need to speak to him about something that's meant to be happening. I said I'd go back and show a bit of support again and that. But he's at his partners at the weekend. I didn't really like giving him a phone early weekend or annoying him early weekend.
Aye. I asked him to jump on us during the week, but he said he was away with us. So I thought, it'd be fine for him to get a break.
Aye. I mean, he's been taking a lot of pelters too. Do you know what I mean?
So what's happening with his ex? Is that getting back on, or what's happening?
Well, again, I don't know too much about it. I spoke to him briefly about it today. He mentioned that he got an email back and that was it. So I don't know what's happening there.
My phone's battery life's extended since he's been restricted, because it's now getting a notification every 30 seconds.
So Mark's asked a good question, and I understand where he's coming from. Not trying to be negative, guys, but what victories or achievements have been achieved since the start of the protest? Well, maybe there's not been any victories as yet, Mark.
Well, it's now being spoken about in the news.
That's the thing. But these conversations weren't being had till these protests started. And as much as people might say they're no winning anything at this moment in time, it's all about raising the awareness at this moment in time. And the more people, and the more people you get out, and the more people that turn up at these events, they eventually they're not going to be able to ignore that for too much longer. I mean, the first one in Falkirk in the summertime, which was absolutely huge.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that was most probably the biggest one we've had in Scotland to date. That was well documented and well filmed, well covered, and that's what prompted obviously the BBC to attend to that. The Peterhead United boys are consistent because they go everywhere, along with the Aberdeen guys. The Dundee guys and the Inverness guys are just starting to get into it. Perth is another one that's quite consistent as well, although we don't hear too much about the Perth protests, which is a bit of a pity because we should be hearing more about it. So we just need to keep applying that pressure. I understand that people don't think that they're working, and look, if that's people's opinions, that's their opinions. I'm not going to be disrespectful and say that that's not the case, but we just need to keep committing, keep pushing, and keep turning up in numbers, and we can't just keep stopping, because at the end of the day, it's about showing that there are a lot of people that are disgruntled with what's going on in our country, and I, for one, I'll support any movement up and down this land. I'm not an organiser. I'm just a mouth. I'm just an activist. I'm just a protest. I've got major respect for each and every single movement up and down this country. My loyalties lie with the Peterhead boys more than anybody, because they've done a lot of good things. But I want all these movements to come together. Egos need to be put aside. No movement's better than any other movement. And if all these movements can come together, clean up the optics, and turn up and protest en masse at each and everybody's events, we're never going to get ignored. It'll only be that people see us and hear us. That's what we need.
Aye, definitely. So, Mark, as well, obviously these everything's being highlighted now because of these protests. I mean, it's the silent majority. That's who we are. Who we've always been. We've always been the silent majority. Well, the silent majority is waking up. Look at Tommy Robinson's rally in 2024. I was there in Trafalgar Square. there was about 100 to 150,000 people. Fast forward a year, with a year's worth of protests, a year's worth of the silent majority talking, everything being shared, everything being highlighted on social media. And you jump forward to 2025 at Tommy Robinson's event there, 3 million people. 3 million. They can advertise 150,000 other one. I was at both. I can tell the difference. And that's just a year. You imagine it next year with all these guys that keep protesting week in, week out. We're getting bigger. That's what it is. It's a movement. You'll never get 3 million lefties out in a march. Never.
Of course you won't.
That's what it is. That's why these things are so important. If everybody just sits in their house and doesn't bother, big events like the ones that Tommy puts on isn't going to get millions of people there.
I mean, the thing is, as well, Steve.
It's one of the best.
The thing is, guys, as well. I mean, a lot of people are scared to attend these things because they've seen the hit jobs that get done in the crowd. Do you know what I mean? So the usual words get thrown out: the racist, the fascist, the Nazis. So a lot of people might not want to be seen or branded of that because they're not there for that reason. They're there just because they care about their communities. The long and short of it is you need to take that fear element out. If they want to call you a racist, just ask them point out where they've been racist. If they ask you to call you a fascist, tell them I'm not suppressing your free speech, but you're suppressing mine. So therefore, you're the fascist. And if you keep pointing out their hypocrisies, these people don't have an argument back for you. I mean,
No.
just before that Inverness one there, myself, the two Stevies that are sitting here today, Craig and Alex, stand up to racism, done a hit job on us all. Now, I've only ever spoke at one protest before. Do you know what I mean? And they're out calling me a violent racist. They don't even know who I am. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Well, that's the thing.
Ridiculous.
It's a good thing as well. It's not encouraging, but for people that's attending these, you want to be slaughtered and end up on stand up to racism pages for turning up and attending. It's the guys at the forefront. The guys at the forefront. We take all the brunt. We take all the hit pieces and all the slander jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are safe enough if you turn up and you're in a crowd. You're not going to end up on the front page of the paper.
That's it. We need more guys to start. Stop being scared and start standing up, coming along side by side with us.
And to be honest, it's
asking you to come and pick up
I can understand why.
Asking you to come and support us.
And that's the thing, Stevie. I mean, I can understand why people have got that fear element. Do you know what I mean? Because they might have friends that are maybe still maybe slightly centre or centre left. Do you know what I mean? They might have family that are still centre left. And obviously,
all I can say is, if people scared now, what they're going to be like in a year's time for now if they sit back and do nothing.
And that's it, mate.
And that's just my opinion, and that's the way I'm thinking about it. Like,
I mean, my mum and dad have seen videos of me at protests. They've seen the speech at Inverness. They've seen the BBC documentary. And my mum and dad aren't exactly what I would call far-right thugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they turned and said, well done. Do you know what I mean? At least you're speaking up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what you've got to keep doing.
Yeah. And it's like, you're going on about, Kev, about the X thing. I encourage every single person to download that as well, because if you download that, you'll maybe understand if it is actually happening every single day in the UK. Every day there's heaps of stuff every day. You didn't see it on Facebook on him. You need to get yourself on X, guys.
See, if you spend an hour on X, right, scrolling through everything that's gone on, factual news that's gone on X, and then you jump off and you go on Facebook for an hour. See, Facebook compared to X, it's like Disney World. 100%. It's mental. You see nothing. It's all cheery videos and happy-go-lucky posts on Facebook. and you're getting the cold hard facts on X. You
Aye.
can't silence it.
Yep. 100%.
And that's why when you're at protests up and down this land, if you're speaking to people, even when I was up at Inverness at the weekend with you guys, and I spoke to them and they're like, how do we follow you guys? And I'm saying to them, well, have you got X? No, I've not got X. Like, well, get yourself signed up. Do you know
X
what I
is the
mean?
place to be, like 100%.
Aye, that's where you kind of get the more kind of closer to the bone information than you
Aye.
will off any other other
Yep.
platform. So people that don't have X should get yourself onto X. And you've got these spaces where you've got the choice where you can come up and have your voice to be heard, or you can just sit down and listen to some really good people like YC, for instance. Or you've got Nil Pap, YC, and Tilly, and what do you call it, Dave Atherton on a Monday. You've got that Saxon's Cock community on a Saturday. It's run by Pap, etc. at Queen Nat, and usually Tilly as well. You've got Boudica's Daughters, who runs a space on women's safety in the UK and the grooming gangs up and down this country, which is obviously Chaglis and that gets involved in.
Yeah.
You've got the Uncensored Patriots, do you know what I mean? That's run by
Jaguars.
Johnny Boy,
Is that
etc.
how the jelly beans? The jelly babies.
Aye, the Jelly Babies, aye.
I couldn't lift my arms for 2 days, eh?
We'll say no more about that, sir. But I mean, there's a lot. X has got a lot of good people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
You can
100%.
follow people like Alex with Spartan.
Aye.
You can follow Craig Houston. You've got Niall Fraser. I mean, there's another guy that people seem to forget, and you guys should maybe try and get in touch with Niall Tay. Niall's another good voice in Scotland.
Yeah.
He's went a wee bit quiet in recent months, but he's a good voice for Scotland. Believe you me.
Yeah.
Who's
Don't
Niall?
discount that laddie.
Who's Niall?
Niall Fraser.
Niall McGinn.
No, Niall Fraser. You'd have to know Niall McGinn.
Niall
Niall
Fraser.
Fraser was at
I think I follow him, aye.
So the one that Craig spoke at, the very first one, Craig kind of really spoke at, which was the Pro UK rally, which was September last year in Glasgow at George Square. Niall Fraser was part of the team that, along with the Glasgow Cabbie, was the one that organised that one. Niall's got a podcast as well, but as I say, he's went kind of quiet in recent times. I mean, there's another person to reach out to, is Anne-Marie Ward, that nobody always seems to kind of oversee and overlook. And there's
Yeah.
another woman that's an absolute force of nature. You talk about you want to know what's happening in Scotland with drug and alcohol deaths. She's your person. Do you know what I mean? Phenomenal speaker. And she knows her stuff. Believe you me, she knows her stuff. You've got a lot of good people out there. Do you know what I mean? You've got a lot of big voices that not so much the hotel rallies. The hotel rallies are predominantly for protesting about the people that are within the building. But if you're organising like rallies like in the middle of Glasgow and Edinburgh and all these places up and down the country, then you can cover a wide range of topics. So you can invite people like Anne-Marie Ward, Niall Fraser, Fiona, that spoke at the Inverness one just recent times. And you can get all the topics covered, because people need to hear these topics. Do you know what I mean? So just don't overlook people as well. There's a lot of good people you can get involved and get into this as well.
That's why I asked you. See, last time when we were speaking about Inverness and we're looking for speakers, that's why here's anybody you think would be willing to speak at any of these protests. Give them a shout on your behalf. Just give them a shout straight away. Find out if they'd be interested. If they're interested, then fair play, because it's people need to hear their messages.
I already follow you, man. That's cheeky. You just followed me up. That's just come up there, right? Fucking.
How did you get? Did you get a follow back notification?
It came up anyway.
What's this?
Fluffster, you on X? It's all right. I didn't post any Aberdeen shite. I used to, not anymore.
I mean, don't get us wrong, guys. I mean, the X platform is predominantly English people, right? But the English people give you a lot of support. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aye.
They're always
Well,
sharing stuff. They're always interested in finding out what's happening in Scotland. There's been a number of people have made the effort to come up to Scotland to stand alongside Patriots at the big rallies as opposed to the hotel ones. Do you know what I mean? The hotel
just
ones
look at-
are, as I say, are more kind of community based. So, but the bigger rallies, then you're looking for a bit more support for every kind of corner of the nation, just like we
Aye.
give support down south as well.
Well, look at Martin Gulchi. He came all the way up to Aberdeen for that one.
Aye.
From Epping. Fucking right.
Him and his
I
missus.
don't
Aye.
know.
And you know, I'll never forget how disappointing that day was. I mean,
Aye, I
the
know.
fact that there should have been a lot more people should have
You're
turned
right,
up
mate.
like Anthony. There he is.
What are you doing?
That was our chance. Like,
There's the man for Inverness right there, the face of Inverness.
it's a good job you just said that because I can't see nothing because the boxes are so small. All right, Anthony, how's it going? Your mic's muted.
Bottom left. Bottom left, is it?
He's still talking, but he's still got his mute button on.
Anthony, your mic's muted. At the bottom of the screen somewhere, should have a little microphone button.
Bottom left.
He might have on his way in though. He might not when you come in. When you
push
come into
bottom right.
StreamYard, ask you for microphone and camera access. So if you don't hit allow, it doesn't allow you to speak or put your camera on.
I think he pushed bottom right instead of bottom left.
Oh well, he'll maybe come back in.
He'll come back up.
But as I say, next year's a big year.
It says he's in the studio.
You maybe need to kick him and let him come back in again.
Right. Put your X in the comments. I'll fucking pin it.
Hey, get my podcast pinned.
Oh, you'll have to put it back up.
Fuck, I need to come out and jump back into YouTube to do that. Just scroll up the comments. It's in there somewhere.
Oh, can you write a comment like?
No, if I write a comment, it just goes to you and Kev.
No, you didn't. You can put comments in the comment section.
In the comments, mate.
You need to put it in the square box.
Oh, I joined the chat.
Mate, I can't get right all the way back up. Heaps of comments. Right, 2 seconds. I need to get my charger.
It's like amateur out. Where's Stephen Rennie went to do? I'll tell you what, man. It's like amateur hour here we used to, guys, man. One's away to get a charger. The other one's just disappeared and I'm left here in my Todd. It's leaving my YouTube, man. Anyway, what can I say, people? Just as we say, we need to try and get this. Everybody that's kind of following here, try and get yourself. If you're not on X, get on X. It's a bit more. It's a bit more open for conversations. You get to see a wee bit more of what's actually happening in the country, not just in Scotland, but kind of up and down the country. If you're in your local areas and you see the protests, just give them as much support as you can. Wednesdays and Saturdays are the that's your Falkirk ones. The 19th of December, the Aberdeen boys are going again up there. The 10th of January, we're going down to Lookers. Inverness, the guy Anthony, who hopefully will be back. Little Roo, the Peterhead protests, they're kind of do like a wee tour. but they're going to be doing one in April up in Peterhead. That one's going to be where a lot of the it's a more political one. So there'll be people from different parties. Hopefully, will be coming up to speak, etc. as well. 19th of December. No, that's in Aberdeen. I can't remember. I think it's Crosshill. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. The Glasgow match Joanne, will be in March. Dates to be confirmed in that one yet, pal. So there's two, and there'll be two at Glasgow in the month of March. So the Peterhead United boys will do one in Glasgow on the start of March, and then there'll be one in Edinburgh on the 26th of March. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one. Hopefully Craig will be kind of back doing his usual. He's not done any live in recent times as well, so he'll have a lot more information. For first up, yep, that one there, the January 10th, yeah, that's at Lucas Station. That's where we're going to be holding that. That'll be at 2 p.m. on the 10th of January. Look, I appreciate guys at this moment, at this time of year, we're kind of getting the run up to Christmas now, and people are trying to get their Christmas shopping done. Not only they try to do their Christmas shopping, it's kind of time for families and things like that. So you might find that they'll slow down a wee bit over the next couple of weeks or so. But when the new year turns and the clock strikes midnight on January the 1st, we're gone again. And there'll be plenty of protests next year for us all to be involved in. And it'd be good to meet a lot more people that I converse with on X and see on YouTube as well. It'd be good to meet up with a lot more people in person. It's all about the country, man. That's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah,
Is that you back, eh?
Aye. Where did Stephen go?
I think he got battered early. He'd be a frying pan. And said that he'd been doing this too long.
Right one, but no, it's something different. All right, man. How you doing? You good?
Anthony, when you come into this, if you hit StreamYard, mate, when you come in, it'll ask you, can you access your mic and camera? You just hit allow, and then that'll allow you to use your mic when you come into the chat, mate. So if you want to try that again, and as I say, just when you hit the link to StreamYard, it'll come up with allow access to camera and mic. Camera and mic. Just hit allow, and then that'll allow you to be able to speak. And you're right, Foster. The longer evenings and warmer.
Yeah, man.
I think the weather's playing a wee bit apart in the attendances at the protests at the moment, which you can understand.
Wait, you're up and doing a country in a scooter. You're up and doing a country in a scooter. You can't come out with
that. I'm built different. I mean, at this moment in time, the weather's no bad up there. There's Anthony there. He's still got his mic on to.
All right, man.
Right, see down in the bottom left-hand corner, Anthony, there's a wee mic button. Just hit that. Take because you've still got. Oh, he's away again. It's like tech issues.
The wrong corner. That's it.
Aye.
Right.
I wonder what happened to old Stevie boy there, man. He must be away doing a phone call or something, or doing a television interview somewhere.
I thought he was away to. I thought he jumped out to put his thing in the comments, but you can just type a comment.
He can do that, and he can do that without leaving the chat.
Yeah.
Maniac, man.
Cheers, Foster. I can make you a mod, but I need to do it on the YouTube app, the YouTube studio. I'll hate to do it before I go live in future. I'm trying to do it through this. This is through.
Now, what you need to do is, if you advertise it for 7:30, you need to be in at 7:30. No 8:15.
Well, I just thought obviously it's got to be the same time as the last thing, so that's why I put that.
That's just Stevie Boy. Everyone's to suit Stevie Boy.
Then Stephen says, I've still got 2 piles in Washington, D, man.
The ironing in that still today. Right, suppose I think I like the camera works, but the same browser is blocking me. Right.
Right, so where did he go anyway? Private chat. What's this private chat then? Oh, I think.
Aye, Foster, I've got X, pal. I think I'm actually following Foster, if she's on X. Or
It's
he.
a guy.
I'm pretty sure.
What colour's her hair then?
Oh, Joanne, don't you start that. Kevin's
Eh?
famous the next. No, I'm not. I'm just a gobshite.
It's the truth, is it? Just the truth?
No, I'm at Kevin the Ranter.
Oh, that's right. Right, I'll pin it.
I tell you what, though. I mean, I know I'm kind of clutching at straws here with this next part of the conversation. The weather up here there is not that bad.
It's freezing in Peterhead.
It's roasting in here. Well, when I say roasting, it's warm. It's like 10 degrees and all that, man. Oh, Betty, man. Have a word with yourself.
I don't get
You know my dog's just sat there and farted right in my face, man. No, don't even think about that, man. That move. You're minging.
Right, so that can't happen to Stephen. Look in the face.
We'll just call it a night tonight, and then
Aye.
But today's hopefully the next time we can.
We'll have more details the next time.
I mean, look, it's the same, mate. I mean, it takes time to build these platforms up. So at the end of the day, you just
right. Your mic's muted there, mate.
It's still muted.
His second one in for the left. That keeps your camera off if you want to keep your camera off, mate.
He's away again. As I was saying, mate, I mean, look, he's doing the right thing. He's doing YouTube channels. He's trying to find your platforms and where to advertise your up and coming events. So, but all say to people like I say to everybody is don't be too disheartened at the beginning. Because it takes time to build up an audience and build up a profile. Do you know what I mean? And you guys will get that profile and that built up. Yeah. Movements don't automatically become huge right at the very start. It takes time, word of mouth, etc.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And people will follow you because you are doing the right thing. I mean, I think these are great guys. You's no idea. Hence the reason I do a lot with you guys. I've no issues with any of the other movements. I just wish they would all kind of rein it in a bit and start thinking rather than reacting. Do you know what I mean? And we might actually become a bit more successful.
You need to go into the settings, Anthony. To join the studio, edit your browser settings to allow StreamYard to access your mic and camera, then refresh the page. Then it should work.
Oh, Betty, man. Wow.
Was that dog farting again?
Did you hear that?
I heard that.
That was my dog. And you want the best it is, too, right? She's lying next to me on the couch and I've got the arse end there. Know what I mean? So that's what I've got, man. Know what I mean? She's brutal.
What's that for?
There's Joanne, was that a fart? Aye, it was the dog.
His
And
dog.
by the way, people go, aye, you're blaming the dog. There's plenty of people that have actually witnessed this firsthand.
The dog's about a feet high as well, if that.
Mate, honestly, I've had a couple of people that came up for
Oh,
England.
did you, Kev?
I've seen that, aye. But I've had a couple of folk that have came up for England to attend protests and they stayed at my house, and my dog has got absolutely no shame whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Right,
She's
Rennie's in
brutal.
the group chat. What's happening?
Right, well, I'm going to get away.
Aye, right, cool. Right, we'll
So
do
just
one again, maybe Tuesday night or something. We'll see what like.
even just day one a week, big man, and then you can do updates and
Ah,
all that.
he'll be back in 5 minutes. He says, "I'll just stay on a wee minute."
All right, well, you have a good one, brah, and I'll speak to you
Right.
soon. Good
Right,
night and God
spot
bless
on,
to
man.
everybody.
Right, he's a way to try it. But Anthony, you need to go into the settings, mate. Then go into your microphone thing. I think I'm maybe doing it through Safari. Oh, God. Right, I'm off skiing away. I'll probably do it again on maybe Tuesday night or something. I'll let you know. You'll find a comment somewhere. Right, thanks for joining. Catch you later.